pretty sad day to be a Leeds United fan. It has been announced, or all but announced, that Archie Gray will be leaving the club for Brentford, of all destinations. I think maybe the possibility of Archie going was in the back of my mind somewhere. I thought Somerville nailed on, Nonto probably going to leave. But Archie, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it. And I certainly wasn't expecting him to be the first one out the door. Leeds fans, let me know in the comments, did you think that we'd lose Gray this summer? And also let me know how you're feeling about it, because I'm feeling pretty upset. The brightest young talent that we've had at Leeds United in, recent memory, pretty much in my entire life, unless you went all the way back to the days of Lewis Cook and Byram, etc. It is sad. But remember, we are in the Championship. It's easy to forget, get blinded by that Leeds United glimmer and put on the goggles and think, well, we're a big club. We earn a lot of money, generate a lot of revenue. Why can't we keep our youngsters? £40 million for an 18-year-old who's pretty much only played right back all season it's an astonishing figure. I'm surprised Brentford can cough up that much. It's sad though. It is sad, isn't it? We've got to do it for the finances of the club. We don't want to be in trouble. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of fingers pointed at the 49ers around this situation. In my opinion, it's actually not their fault. They inherited the club with terrible financials. A lot of big wage players, big money signings that aren't going to recoup that money and that we're going to have to foot the bill for. I mean, we've already seen it. Rocker has gone for a loss. Llorente is probably going to go for a loss. We're having to keep Brendan Aronson because he's a, £27 million signing, therefore asset. If we sold him, that'd be a loss, and that'd all impact us negatively financially. A lot of these players, Aronson, Christensen, a few others, are on big contracts as well. So that isn't down to the 49ers, but they have to deal with it. And because they have to deal with it, one of the pretty much only options is to sell somebody like Archie Gray. Because if you don't sell him, then the club's going to get in a lot of trouble financially, and it's just going to make things worse in the long run. And then the fingers can actually be pointed at them. Then it would actually be their fault. It's just tough because he's homegrown. A homegrown player, family in Leeds, Eddie Gray, one of the biggest legends in the club. Build him a statue, by the way. 49ers, if you're listening, build Eddie Gray a statue. He deserves it. He's at every game. And it's one of those, you wanted it to be an institution. You wanted Archie Gray to get promoted with Leeds. It felt like Calvin Phillips, a lad from Leeds, a fan who played with us in the Championship, got promoted and then ended up playing in the Premier League with us. How about for Archie, though? Does this move make sense? There was Tottenham apparently very interested. Chelsea apparently very interested. Man United might have thrown a card in the book. We heard Bayern Munich. We've heard Borussia Dortmund. We've heard a lot of big clubs. In a weird way, I actually respect this decision, because if he were to go to one of those massive behemoths of world football, I can guarantee he wouldn't have played, or he'd have played a very minor part, especially due to the fact he's played out of position for the majority of this season. I think if he would have gone to, let's say, a Bayern Munich or even a Spurs, is he going to get in over their current right back? No. Is he going to get in over the current centre mids? No. So it'd be a long game. It'd be a long time till we saw him actually continue to develop, because obviously playing is the most important thing in that. You can have better training facilities, play around better players, but actually playing in games is what's going to continue to improve him. And I feel like at Brentford, he should actually get some game time, at least in comparison to the others. Probably isn't going to start every game still. But Brentford are quite good at developing players, seem to treat players with respect. I mean, admittedly, it's not the most ruckus crowd in the world. But from Archie's point of view, maybe he actually wanted to play, because I'd imagine if he's said, well, if Leeds have said, you've got to be sold, we're going to have to sell you, he can kind of pick at that point, I would assume, where he wants to go, because you would hope that Tottenham, etc. would match Brentford's bid. So at that point, he must be able to say, all right, well, give me the options. He agreed personal terms with Brentford. They must be offering him something the others aren't. I mean, of course, the wages will be much, much higher than he's probably on at Leeds at the minute. It is what it is. Let me know how you feel, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds fans, let me know what you're thinking, because it is slightly depressing. There's also been the kit saga today. Bom, bom, bom. A picture has been circulating online. The Square Ball posted it. I'll put it up somewhere around here. of the apparent new Leeds United home kit. And who would have thought it? After getting the biggest sponsorship deal in EFL history, the Red Bull logo is on the shirt. I don't know why anyone's surprised about this one. I can't lie. I don't get this fake outrage at all. Are you telling me a little bit of red on the shirt would stop you from accepting the biggest sponsorship deal the Football League has ever seen? And one of the biggest companies in the world. Admittedly, the footballing reputation is a little bit shady, but still investing in the club, not having a majority ownership and promising that they'll never change the name to Red Bull Leeds. A little bit of red on the shirt really isn't the end of the world for me. I don't think it's particularly the nicest shirt in general, but the red itself doesn't fuss me. All I am praying for, and this is truly a prayer, the away shirt has to be yellow. A yellow away shirt, and I am buying it. It can have as many Red Bull logos on it as it wants. I do not care. Get that in my basket. But yeah, just a quick one today, really. The Archie Gray transfer is one that surprised me. The weird thing about it is I still think that we're probably going to end up losing Somerville as well. So when we lose Archie Gray and Somerville and announce a little bit of red on the shirt, everyone's going to start booting off at the 49ers. But Leeds fans, be calm. Their ownership so far has been the most stable thing we've had in a long time. You look at the signings they made last summer, pretty smart overall. Just give them some time. They seem calm and relaxed in themselves anyway. I don't think that they're going to start losing their heads and making any rash decisions. I mean, you never know. Maybe this Archie Gray money means we don't have to sell Somerville, but I think Somerville himself will be pushing the move just as much as Leeds United will need the money. But if we sell both of them, we should at least have some cash to invest in the team. And as sad as this may seem, we'll probably invest it in someone who will have more of a direct impact next season than Archie Gray at such a young age would have. Somerville, on the other hand, is practically impossible to replace. Championship player of the season, by far our best player since Rafinha. It's going to be a rough summer, unless we manage to pull one out the bag and sign someone amazing. But let me know how you're feeling about that transfer. Let me know how you're feeling about the Leeds United transfer window and overall financial situation. Please come back tomorrow. I will be doing a reaction to the England game straight after it's finished, letting you know how I feel when we absolutely batter Serbia. It's not going to happen, is it, boys? But we can pray. Anyway, remember, like and subscribe for more football content, and I will catch you again soon. Peace.